This is gonna be a different video.
My dress, right? Oh my god, stop! Kuma. I'm at this point in the project where I'm like, should I pivot? So this year, we're having our biggest party yet for birthday, and it's not like a house party, it's just like a classy kind of party. So basically right now I am brainstorming things that we should do. These are my thoughts about having birthday parties, right? And any party really. In my however many years I've been hosting, I have learned basically 3 things. First is you should have some kind of food and drink. Ideally like a specific cocktail or like a hot food and a cold food. Second thing is that there must be chairs. People love to sit down, people love to stand around and mingle, but people love the opportunity to sit down. So there must be seating. And the third thing and the most important thing is that there must be some kind of activity. In the past, I've done crafts, so I've done like watercolors or polymer clay or just something to do with your hands. The activity I think this year will either be friendship bracelets or trivia and or both. I'm not really sure. I think trivia is going to take up a lot of time. So I think we're going to go with trivia. For food, we're going to do, I just decided this recently, we're going to do French fries. That's very on brand for me. I love French fries, love my potatoes. And then we got seating where we're going to hold it, so no problem there. I was also thinking of doing like a sort of red, because I'm asking people to dress up, I think maybe a red carpet area or like a photo shoot area. I haven't really figured out where we're going to do it yet. There's a bunch of spaces kind of in the venue that we're doing it in. And then my last and probably most terrible idea is I really want to make a dress. I really want to make an outfit for it. I don't really know why, but I really want to do it. But anyways, okay. I think I need to do some trivia research. Hold on. So I think I've decided I'm going to do trivia about me. And now I'm trying to think of categories. This is the list I have so far. So things that define me is 1, I am Chinese American. 2, I like a lot of books, TV shows, movies. I think there could be a lot of trivia questions in that category. 3 is I am from the Midwest. I'm a Hoosier from Indiana. Not a great state, but unfortunately that's where I'm from. And then what else? 3 is I like making things, or 4 I guess is I like making stuff. And I'm a very crafty person, so I'm sure there could be some trivia there. 5th, I wrote down that I was born as like a zillennial, like a millennial and Gen Z cusper. I do think the Chinese American category might be too easy for some of my friends, so I'm gonna nix that one. And I think I'm going to categorize books, TV shows, and movies into one category called media. And then I'm going to call the next one Hoosier, which is Indiana trivia. I think I'll keep zillennial / cusper. I think that's fine. And hold on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 though. You know, I'm going to take books out of media. So media is going to be TV shows and movies. And then I'm going to make books its own category. And I'll probably change books to smut because I think that's a more raunchy, fun category for a party. Okay, done. Okay, so I've been sitting here for like 2 hours planning the trivia out, and I'm still thinking about making a dress. I'm still pretty set on it. So the party's in like 2 weeks, so I really should get on that. And if I do end up making a dress, I am sure that will be the works in progress for this video. Okay, on to works in progress. I ended up making a dress. I am recording this audio completely separately from editing the video, so I have absolutely no idea what you're seeing right now. I'm just trying to recall what I remember from this crazy, feverish week that I spent on the dress. So I go to this store in Brooklyn called Fab Scrap. They basically, they sell dead stock fabric and basically just fabric that needs to be repurposed. I got a bunch of silk from them a little bit ago, and I've been trying to find a good opportunity to use it. This is the opportunity. It's not, some of it is really not good silk for like lining a coat or anything like that, which is, I do have a coat in the process that I'm making, but it's just not good for that. So this is what I'm going to use it for. This is my sketch that I did prior to doing the pattern pieces. You can see that it was purple at one point because I had intended to use this sheer purple silk that I have. But I did the calculations and I just didn't have enough yardage. So I ended up using this black and white swirly fabric, which I think actually worked a little better. It's a little more formal. And the white / slightly pink fabric that you see me cutting at the beginning of the time lapse is the lining, which I cut first and used as a guideline for the black and white pieces so that I didn't fuck up on the first try. It's sort of a take on a qipao dress, which is a traditional Chinese dress. I have this dress form, which I don't use very often, but when I do use it, is really useful for draping. It's not quite my size, but it's pretty damn close. Took a lot of time to do the pattern, and it turned out that when I was cutting out the pieces, I very stupidly did not account for enough seam allowance to do French seams, which is my preferred method when I use silk. And I was also working with not a lot of fabric. I do think I was really pushing it. I think I only had 4 yards of fabric, whereas in reality, to make this dress, I probably could have done with 6 yards of fabric, just to be like 100% sure. So basically I'm at that point in a project where I'm like, God, especially for sewing, I have such a struggle with this. I'm like, should I just scrap everything? I can't scrap everything because the silk is just so expensive and good. But I'm at this point in the project where I'm like, should I pivot? Okay, no, don't step on it. Don't step on it. Ah, please. Okay, yes, good bits. Good bits. Wow, you're really melting in. Okay, all right. So let me talk about what I'm doing, okay? So this is the whole front panel of my dress. It goes like here, you see that pointy bit there. This is that pointy bit here. Ignore this, I'll explain this in a second. But basically, somehow, somewhere, my seam allowance wasn't calculated correctly. Typical me. And also I am sort of DIYing this. Not DIY, I'm sort of winging this. I didn't do like a proper muslin beforehand, right? This width here on either side of the chest is too small. I've tried it on, it's too small. What my solution is I'm gonna add basically a panel here following this curve, which is what this is. I started pinning it already. It should hopefully at least give me enough coverage to be able to put it on. That's kind of the goal. Oh my God, stop, Kuma. Off, over here. You cannot step on my silk, please. Do you even feel bad about it? Do you even feel bad? No. Okay. I have black silk, it's just not the same type of fabric exactly. It's not the same weave. But it could be doable, it could be salvageable. Wow, this is not a good look for me. I'm gonna try and push forward, so we'll see. The guy's scratching next to my silk. We'll see. I feel like you'll see a lot of me standing around and thinking in this time lapse. But basically after I filmed that clip, I decided to do those extra pieces on either side of the chest in a black silk and use that almost as a feature along with the collar to make a kind of strip of black down the sides and around the back. I think you'll be able to see that in the final pictures. But it definitely did not match my initial sketch. In the end, it worked out. I salvaged a bunch of other silk from another project and put it all together, and the black and white works and blah blah blah. And halfway through making this, I decided to give up on recording my process, which I absolutely regret. Make sure you record everything, even if you feel like shit and don't want to record anymore. So in lieu of the final part of this time lapse, please just enjoy these pictures I have of me at the party.
8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.